Department of Social and Health Services. Can I please get your first and last name?
Stefanie Farren, and this is being recorded.
Hi, Stephanie. Can I get your date of birth, please?
6/5/1975.
And what can I do for you today?
Sure, I have already requested from Babs Robert and Shannon Williams, but they are not answering. So I am asking, who is DSHS held accountable at the federal level?
I'm sorry, Stephanie. I'm just a navigator. You'll have to clarify for me.
Because my family went homeless 2 years, 8 months, and 8 days based on retaliation from Bobby Lagerquist at the Maple CSO in Spokane. After that, Juan Uraba, he told me that he was going to have our brakes fixed when we were homeless in our car due to your staff, that I could come in, and he took me in a dark room and proceeded to interrogate and yell at me while he separated me from my children, but never helped with the car. That car later flipped. So again, who is DSHS answering to at the federal level?
So again, Stephanie, I'm checking with my supervisor about how to handle this call because, again, I'm a public benefits specialist, so I don't have the answer right in front of me.
You don't know who DSHS answers to?
At the federal level, no, ma'am. That's above my pay grade, to be honest with you. I'm checking with my supervisor right now about who I can direct you to for that information.
Thank you.
Just give me one moment. I do apologize for all of the things that you've gone through. Let me check with them to find out who I can send you to, okay?
Thank you.
Hold on, I'm chatting with my supervisor, so just give me a moment, okay?
Sure.
Hold on, he takes a little bit to text back.
Sure.
But he is responding.
Believe me, it's been since August 1st, 2019, when we walked away from our home with everything in it, all because I reported religious material at a career path services class that is forced, and that is illegal. And Bobby Lagerquist called and let me know immediately, my caseworker, there will be consequences. You guys forced my family homeless and in our car, hoping to kill us so that there would never be any consequences. But we didn't die, and there are going to be some consequences back. I'm autistic with selective mutism, and the pandemic happened immediately after that. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and I wasn't fleeing domestic violence. We couldn't get help anywhere.
So I'm looking to see. All right, so you're looking to find out who at the federal level that we answer to, but are you looking directly to talk to Babs?
Oh, no, I've spoken with Babs directly. I have her phone number. I've spoken directly with her, and I have recorded messages of them promising that during this time they're investigating, and that, hey, if you guys need extra help, we can get that electric bill paid, we can get that phone bill paid. So I asked a month ago for that, and nothing has happened. No answer to that. It's all lies. It's the same game playing again. And we're going to go homeless. I'm facing eviction. It is the same game again. We are dealing with the same thing again. And so absolutely, I need to know who is it that at the federal level is going to come and go, what in the hell is going on? And I have it all recorded. As you notice, I tell you guys immediately that I'm recording because I record every single interaction with you guys now. Every single one.
That's all right, Stephanie. I do understand the need to do so when you're trying to get things handled and you're not getting the answers or the response that you need.
Or I'm being just flat out lied to. And believe me, I thank you for being polite. But again, Babs was very polite to me. So was Shannon Williams when she told me, hey, you know what, this is so wrong. Let me know. Can I help you out? Get the, to make sure that your electric is paid or anything. And so I said, yes, well, our electric bill is overdue. They're going to shut it off, but it doesn't matter now. It's a month later. We're waiting for the police to knock on the door and get us out of here. So I no longer want that. I want to hold them accountable for being liars.
Okay, so he gave me the constituent complaints, which goes, that doesn't answer your question.
No, that absolutely will not. I begged from 2019. Do you think I didn't email them 1,000,000 times while we were homeless? Do you know what happened? You guys shut off our food and cash because I said that I was no longer in Washington to save us so that we wouldn't freeze to death in our car. And your staff laughed and said, oh my God, you're not there anymore. Off goes your food. Ha ha ha. That's literally attempted murder by your staff. They played with my family like a toy. And that's against your guys' policy. I've read through every page of DSHS. If somebody is homeless and has to leave because of weather and is coming back, it is your guys' policy that their food benefits remain on. But you guys didn't care. It was fun to starve a family homeless in a car because you put them there.
I'm just reading through what he sent me.
Federal level, not constituent services, that has done nothing. I've been begging since 2019. I begged the entire time we were homeless in our car, and I watched the windows freeze over at night while my children slept.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say for the experience that you've had with other offices, but I can tell you that I will try to get the answer that you're looking for personally, okay?
Thank you. Do you know what? I feel like the man in the Congo. He poured gasoline all over himself and set himself on fire. That's how I feel. When will somebody listen? Nobody cares. What does it take for somebody to be a decent and mutual human being?
So I'm talking to my boss, but I also messaged our regional administrator because I work for the call center, so it's statewide, okay? So I'm going through both of my people to find out, because he just sent me the constituent thing, and I said that wasn't what you're looking for.
Oh, gosh, so that will do nothing. Absolutely nothing. They are useless. They will watch and pop popcorn.
Okay, so have you talked to Hilma Menzies?
She has blocked my email when this originally first began. I tried emailing her. She has blocked my email. That's how much you guys care. That's how much she blocked my email. Can't be bothered. Cannot be bothered. Me begging for help, a mother and her 2 kids. I had taken a position through Career Path Services that covered our rent while I looked for a regular job. I had been assaulted at my job as an accountant. And we needed help. I went and I got TANF and I got food benefits, and I went through your guys' career path services that you are affiliated with, took the first job that they offered, even though it was minimum wage, because it covered the bills. And I knew that that would get us to the point that I could find a different job that actually was, lucrative. Instead, when I reported that they had religious material at a finance class, the immediate thing that happened was my stuff was shut off. The job was taken away, and Bobby Lagerquist, my own caseworker, called to tell me there's going to be severe consequences because I exercised my right as a human being to not have somebody's religion forced upon me, especially in a finance class where they had a tithe line for their God. For the poorest people who have no money, need to be giving their God money. That's absolutely atrocious that occurred. And they receive federal funding, right, which makes it illegal.
All right, so he's stating governor.
And I will be able to prove that she's blocked my email. I have the things that say that it's denied before it went through. And all of it, I'm making a website with all of the recordings of the phone calls, every single email, everything that happened to me and my children.
All right, so this is the phone number for, I guess, this is exactly what my lead supervisor said. So, DSHS is a member of the executive branch of Washington State, and we ultimately work underneath the governor who reports to the federal level. So, You would need to contact this phone number in order to speak to someone that essentially controls what happens with DSHS. So
okay.
The phone number is 360 902 4111.
And who is this that I'm calling?
It's Jay Inslee's team. He's the governor of Washington State.
Okay.
That calls his team, and it directs, because that's who we report to is the governor. My boss.
And I've emailed them so many times. I've emailed them as well. I mean, this has been years in, and we were literally homeless 2 years, 8 months, and 8 days. The pandemic hit. There was no way of getting into anywhere. The only times that we ever tried to stay at a shelter, like the Salvation Army, we were asked to leave because we were the new family. We couldn't even have a spot on the floor. We have had severe and deep trauma, and it needs to be answered for. And I have emailed Inslee's office repeatedly. So you'll think...
That seems to be just because, honestly, I'm not really that high. I'm only a 3, so I don't... Beyond being able to check with my supervisor, it seems to be... Because my supervisor is a public benefits specialist 5. The supervisor over that is a regional administrator for 3 call centers, and then the person over that is a statewide regional administrator. Mm-hmm. And then you get up to Ronnie Sue, and then Babs, Terry Redmond, and then Hilma, who you said blocked your email. And
yes.
Then above her would be the governor's office.
Okay, I'll try again. I have never called, so maybe that will help. It's just that I do have issues with speaking, and it's when it's, the emotion is also there, it's very difficult to sound articulate as what I can, I can sound a lot better in writing. I'm sorry, as you can tell, I'm having issues speaking even now. But
No, it's okay. I understand, and Stephanie, I care, and I'm so sorry. And if that were me, you wouldn't have gotten that treatment. I am so sorry for how you've been treated by DSHS.
I thank you, but sorry's haven't gotten
I know
it
doesn't make up for it. Absolutely, it doesn't make up for it. That he says that is the best phone number to contact to speak to the person that's over Hilma, because besides talking to her, I don't know the next step. I would highly recommend that you talk to that office, and then if you continue not to do anything, I'd highly recommend maybe a consultation with an attorney.
Well, what I've been told is that you guys have qualified immunity just like cops. Is that true?
I can tell you
that you can harm families and get away with it?
No, we don't have qualified immunity.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I am sorry, and if I do hope that you get an answer and some sort of retribution for what happened, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope.
Besides the constituent and complaint line and
Nope.
contacting his office, the governor's, okay.
No, thank you. Bye.
All right, Stephanie, you take care.
Bye.
Take care.